on the beat.
Hey everybody, my name is Brent Balfour and this is what you seen.
What you saying? What you saying is Brandon here?
So, welcome to On the Beat podcast once again and let me get this straight, right? Let me ask you something. So, if you will somehow end up in the depths of the ocean, or how about in the middle of the Amazon forest, will you be able to survive, right? And now this question comes from the incidents that happened over the last couple of weeks where 4 children, young children, we're talking about 13, 9,
That I am 11-month-old inside there now.
That baby turned 1 year old
in the jungle.
In the jungle, and they survived, number one, from a plane crash, right? The mom survived for 4 days and tell them to carry on. And then after, they had to survive for about 40 days in the jungle by themselves and until they were rescued. And the kind of things that happens in the Amazon forest is that if you look to sit down in the forest, you have to check what you're sitting down on. If you look to lean on a tree, you have to check what type of tree it is. If you see a nice butterfly flying, you know,
everything could kill you.
Anything could be poisonous in that jungle. Anything could kill you. Even animals could hunt you down and take, that's destroy you.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
So the idea of 4 little children being able to survive for 40 days, and the fact is that they were trained, especially the oldest one, which is 13 years old, they were trained to survive in these harsh conditions by their grandmother and so on.
Not only that, they were trained, they basically grew up in it. They were indigenous people. And they would have learned some of the skills that they had to survive in the jungle while growing up. So that oldest taking that lead for her younger siblings and stuff, I think that's what kind of pushed them through because of her knowledge of the jungle, her knowledge of the flora and fauna, as well as what to eat and stuff like that.
Let me ask you a question. She's a 13-year-old child.
Right. Yeah.
She's the start of youthful life. Right?
Yep.
Do you think that you would be able to do what she did? Which is lead her younger siblings to survival.
For 40 days, that's stretching it, but I think I would be able to. Yeah. I think I would be able to.
Dylan
might be a little, he might be a little challenging, but I mean, I'll carry him on my back if there's anything. But I think I would be able to because alright. When I was younger, I wasn't one of them trying them to really stay inside plenty. And if I was staying inside, it was to watch the History Channel. We're on the History Channel all the time. I'd have Bear Grylls. Now, he's not really he's like the Wikipedia survivors.
Right.
But I also had all our cousins and stuff who used to watch better TV shows or better survival tactics and stuff like that. In terms of we're going out fishing and know how to catch fish. We're going hunting and know how to shoot a gun and know how to track prey and stuff like that. And know how to do that. And for building and stuff, well, the China them didn't really build, but they find ways to shelter.
Shelter.
I think
to even move through the mud. Being stuck there as well.
I had seen one of the videos and stuff where they had said that the children, in the Amazon rainforest, they solitary rainforest for a reason.
Yes.
Thunderstorms straight through. What I saw was that they actually hid in dead tree trunks. Dead tree trunks to get shelter and stuff like that. So I mean,
and then they knew what to eat as well.
Well, that is exactly what I was not going to say.
And the fact is, it's so tricky to know what to eat because the very fruit that seems good could be poisonous, and there could be another one next to it that seems the same type. That
could be the exact same.
Exactly. So you have to know the difference.
No, you see when it comes to the fruits and stuff like that, Yeah, I'm not gonna really dig up in that and thing. So we could live without veggies for a little bit now. If we had to eat a bush, well, I don't know, find one that you will or something. I don't know.
But you think it's a can't pick any leaf neither. You
what you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, you can't pick any leaf. Now, let me get into the depth of this, right?
Mm.
Do you think young people out here, if we throw them in, let's say, not even the Amazon, let me throw them into the northern range, you understand? Throw them in the northern range and leave them there with maybe just flour, right? Not even sugar, that's flour.
Just flour.
Do you think they could survive 10 days?
You want my honest answer or you want the answer everybody want to hear?
In this youthful generation right now.
The honest answer, no. I wouldn't even give them a D.
Is it because they are city people, they are...
Everybody too invested in online. Exactly. That's what it is. Everybody too invested in their phone right now, and what they're doing on their phone not going to be beneficial at all. Now I don't know if it's just my brain or if it's just people in general, but I just be thinking about if we going somewhere, like let me say we going I say going south, we in Grandy right now.
Right.
If something like 2012 happened, when the big earthquake and the what you call it, the San Andreas fault, split apart everything, and we have to be separate from everybody else. Now, like we say, we end up in Carney.
Right.
I know how to survive in Carney. I sure 95% of the people in Trinidad would not know how to survive there because of they're not thinking about we in Trinidad, we just going south. South is a better place. Trinidad is a better place. We really need all that. You go ahead, brother. You go ahead. I know for a fact, me personally, and the people I with, I know I'm going to make sure that if I do eat, making sure everybody eat, they're comfortable, they're safe, everybody good. That's the person I am.
Do you know how to start a fire?
I believe I do, yeah.
You believe I do?
Mm-hmm. It's a while since I started a fire, but I believe I know how to start one.
Now here's the thing, growing up, people who growing up, those who are sheltered or nurtured by their parents and so on, some parents are so protective of their children. Hey, don't go near this stove. Hey, don't touch that. You understand? They're so nurtured, so protective. I remember going to Africa a time, and I saw little children mining little children. So I can understand what happened in the Amazon. Children mining little children. And the fact is, they are allowing them to roll in the sand. They are allowing them to just venture off and do whatever. I mean, I see some of them by a cliff, and I was like, but everybody else just normal, you know. But you know, it's our children by the cliff, you know, and yet everybody normal. In Trinidad, they didn't see, what are you doing there? Come back!
Let's go be this size, so everybody done panicking already.
Hold the child. And I think you actually giving your child and doing an injustice to them. You know, and they need some skills, not just being street smart, but being survival smart as well. You know, we need to actually become in that, at least have some kind of skill to survive in harsh times. Because we don't know, as they highlight, we don't know what could happen next in an earthquake, as they say, God forbid.
God forbid.
Hit the country, and then, okay, you don't have the comfort of your home, you don't have the comfort of internet, you don't have the comfort of your phone, you don't have the comfort of your bed, you understand? And how can you survive? Will you be able to find water somewhere? Even will you even drink the water in the streams?
No, I think with Trinidad right now, especially like this younger generation, like I said, everybody very sheltered. To the point where I do believe this is a thing, but apparently it's have people who despise drinking from tap water. It's only bottled they just drink.
I can't understand that.
But I wake up in the night, I go in by the sink, turn on my tap, water provide me clean water, drinking my water. How you mean? At least I know it clean.
Watch my sister, I don't know how my sister does do it, but she could survive in Africa But yet when she come to Trinidad, she want bottled water. I just can't understand it. I don't understand it up to now, but yeah, my mom just be spending money
on the bottle.
On the bottles, come on, man. Yeah.
I mean, alright. So I mean, sometimes it is feel for the bottled water. Like it will just be convenient if you have it in your fridge, it's done cold already.
Which is true.
Okay,
which is true.
We understand that. But like, you see, when it comes to like survival situations, it can be picky and choosy and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I know with somebody's like survival shows or somebody's like playing like. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I can't remember the name of the show. It was a show long time. But it was a whole group of friends. They went to some island. The plane did not come back for them. They were supposed to have a rescue boat. The rescue boat did not come back for them. I think it was somewhere in like the Bermuda Triangle they went. And the leader, who was not the biggest, the strongest, but the most like the smartest, I would say.
Yeah.
He found water from a stream. The girl said, I am not drinking from that. The rest of the men and them was kind of hesitant until they see he drink from it. So I think that is more like nobody really like trying and look out for themselves, or nobody trying and realize, all right, well, if this is clean water here or this is moving water, then we know, right, this water here is safe to drink. It have no bacteria that could grow in it. It have nothing dangerous that could be in it. The only thing that could be dangerous, possibly, is probably like it coming from some nasty well up the road. But then again, you can't be picky and choosy. Once you see moving water, once you see the water clear, just know it's safe to drink.
I remember a friend of mine, Risha, big out Risha, big up Risha, right? I admire her. She's pretty, real pretty. But I'm telling you, this girl could survive out there.
Oh boy.
She just loves adventure. She recently had a baby. And you know she already take that baby, which is like, what, 4 months old. It's so much to the waterfall.
Risha, big up you, girl. I know I can't do that.
Risha, I respect you. Risha.
I tell Risha to come here one time.
Yeah. Well, yesterday was she birthday or something. Happy birthday, Risha.
Happy related.
But, I mean, the things that she does, she loves the outdoors. And for a pretty good-looking girl, she even was a model at that time. I have to tell how nice she is, you understand?
Yeah.
To love the outdoor activities. And thankfully, she have found a husband who loves outdoor as well.
Yeah.
And the fact the point I'm trying to come up with is that there are those out there who can do it, who lifestyle, how they grew up and so on, they enjoy being out there. They could survive, they could do things to help others who are stuck out there.
Yeah.
But the majority of people, especially young people right now, I don't think we quarrel when currents go or when they have no water.
No, I mean, alright, so I can't sit out because I just quarrel when water going sometimes. I mean, it is just be a little bit inconvenient, but I mean, I wouldn't quarrel like long like water ain't come back yet.
Let me ask you a question, a male question. I shouldn't say it now. This is not gender based. I take that back, right? We might not edit that out, right? Can you change a tire if you?
My firm belief: if a man does not know how to change a tire, he needs to learn ASAP.
How about a woman?
A woman, you could do it for yourself and all too. I mean, I could be even more proud. Like, I'm not just saying that just to be like sexist or anything like that,
but the car broken down.
Alright, so that one I might call a mechanic for that one. You see if there's something wrong with the electronics, then you could call me. No, I'm a little electrical, but mechanical wise, I ain't really digging up inside there now, boy. I too much madness for me to think of. But I mean, it's have the gifted people out there. All in,
yeah.
All good.
So I say props to the little child who led her siblings. I call in her little child, props to the youth, because she's 13 going on 14, you know, and to ensure that all 4 children
made it out alive.
And they were hungry, because I saw some of the videos where they're saying, I am hungry. They need things to eat. And then to the idea of the mom, she know that she is going to die. She knows she cannot make it further. And she told her oldest daughter, move ahead, take the children and move away. Go. She believed in her child to take care of the youngest, the one 11 months old.
11 months old, now learning how to walk.
11 months old, and even the milk did run out, because 11 months old is actually take breast milk and all those other stuff. You know, I mean.
So that means I had to go and find some kind of alternative.
Some kind of alternative. It had no milk, obviously.
Yeah, and I think what I had seen and all too was that they were surviving off of some corn flour or something like that.
Yeah.
That they got from the plane, but they were also hunting for their own food.
Yeah, but the corn flour.
The corn flour done, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they done like on the what 13th or 14th day.
Yeah.
So I think they started like no, I'm not saying that. I know like when I come from my head when I say this, but I'm positive that if they had remained a little longer, we would have seen a whole civilization starting to form with those 4 children alone. From the resourcefulness of that 13-year-old, as well as the help from her siblings, her giving out the orders like, hey, here's what you do. I'm going and find some water. You just stay here, stand guard here. If anything come, climb up this tree here or hide in this place here until I come back. I'm sure they would have made some kind of calls to let everybody know which part they were. So like let me say,
we don't
on that side, so
the rescue party saw little glimpses or little bits and pieces of areas where they may have eaten, right? But the thing is, they were continuously moving, so it was hard to find them, and it took 40 days to find them. We will close this by maybe, how about trying, like, go on a kind of mission trip or a survival trip.
I don't mind.
You got to sign a waiver for that, but
sign a waiver. I don't for that.
I wonder how much young people will be down for that, and how much will go on the trip and not complain.
Well, at least you know I have one here. I going on it and I'm not complaining. So.
Not complaining, it's on the water.
I'm not complaining, it's on the water. The one thing I might complain about is probably.
I am wet.
I mean, the one thing I might complain about is the mosquito on them, because I don't know. It's a mosquito magnet now. But, I mean, to have natural insecticide for that, right? Just roll in some dirt.
So, what would you tell the young people right now on building that skill? What advice will you give them?
In this day and age, we don't get too comfortable with the luxuries that we have. We could always, everything not permanent. We could always end up in, let me just, God forbid, Trinidad end up in war. Power's gone, bombs dropping all over the place. We had to retreat into the jungle to survive. We had to hide underground. These are the skills that we will need growing up. These are the skills that we will need to teach our younger generations, because this will rapidly changing. Even if we go to colonize another planet, at least we know that if we're one of the few who was chosen, we know how to survive for like at base at least 1 year. 1 year at just straight survival. Just the most important things to learn when you're trying and figure out these things is to learn how to find water, learn what kind of water is the best water to drink, because we could survive a few weeks. I think it was like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks or something like that without food. But we could only survive like 2 weeks without water or something like that. So find water immediately. Once you find water, build a camp close to there or close to the water source. Prey going to want to come there as well. And when I say prey, I'm talking about herbivores. Not only herbivores, but sometimes carnivores will come and all too. Carnivores could have more meat on them. So learn how to create defenses as well. Learn how to create a fire. And yeah, just make sure that you learn these things. These are just things that we have to know. No, you could not take my stupid advice, but I believe that is like at the basis of what us young people have to do as our duty.
Let me ask you a question, last question. If you had a child, at what age will you start training that child to survive?
5 years old.
5 years old. So you're going to follow Risha, right? You going to follow Risha?
No, I'll take my child out like camping and stuff like that. Yeah, but from 5 years, from what I believe 5 years old is where most of your cognitive, more understanding will come, as well as more things will stick to you because you're still in that learning phase.
Right.
So the more things that you learn during that toddler age, is the more it will stick. So I believe that is around the age where I would start.
I think I'll start at 2.
Oh, why? Starting early, why?
Yeah.
Starting early.
Which Africa changed my mindset, my perspective, because I seen 5-year-old mine and 2-year-old. And if you're younger, that 2-year-old mining. but yeah, it's true, you know. But anyway, with that, he said it right, he said it perfect. You know, we need to build those skills to survive out there, to survive on whatever disaster, natural disaster that could come our way, God forbid. But hopefully we don't need it, right? But technically we should do it because it will come in handy to not just to save your life, but to save other people's lives as well. So, next podcast, hook up with me, you know, send information on what topics you want us to, you know, to cover, and leave a comment, subscribe, and share this video. Bye.
Adios.
Thank you for listening to On The Beat Podcast. Feel free to share, follow, and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, and Instagram. Stay blessed, everyone.